Alright guys, this is a real quick 2-minute heartfelt from the United States. My name is Javid, like David with a J, and I cannot tell y'all, I have had literally 3 nights of maybe 3 to 4 hours of sleep, if that, as well as the rest of my family, since this earthquake hit northern Syria and Turkey. We are all sad. We are all I don't know any of my friends or family that have not cried and have not been glued to the television and praying. And if they're not of faith, they've been manifesting, um, you know, energies of hope and hoping that every single person that has survived that will be found and will be rescued. So know that there are people here and all over the world that are just saddened and stricken. I wish that I was a trillionaire. I wish that I had all the money in the world so that I could hire huge parties of rescuers to go in there and do what needs to be done. But that's not reality. All I can say is that I feel it. I have so many friends here, about three really close friends that came here from Syria. Um, and I haven't even went over um, to say, you know, tell them how I feel because I don't know if one of their family members or friends or a very close loved one was caught up in that. And it's just sad. And I don't know. I don't want to imagine. It literally is horrific for me. When I even think about it, I can only look at the news for like 2 minutes at a time maximum before I start crying, especially when you see the little babies that are being pulled out alive. That's like, I'm so happy, but at the same time, I'm so sad because so many people died and they're still finding it. I think they're at 8,500 people, 9,500 people last that I looked. I haven't looked since yesterday or since early morning. Um, I don't understand. I know it's money. I know it's poor people. I mean, poor people, we live in places, if you're in an earthquake prone area and you're poor or you're, um, lower class or poor, you're going to live in a building that hasn't been constructed properly to withstand earthquake. And it's just a travesty that as a human race, it shouldn't be the way it is. Things have to change. Just because people are not of that 0.1% shouldn't mean that all of them should have to perish in an earthquake because they can't afford to live in buildings that have been constructed with the latest and most expensive technologies to withstand the earthquakes. It's really sad. So, one thing I wanted to say at the end of the video too is, don't y'all think it's kind of interesting that there were several reports that were put out in the last couple of weeks about how the Earth's core, there's evidence these Chinese geologists have done studies of these seismic um, vibrations, vibrational patterns, and have conclusively um, empirically determined that the Earth's core stopped. The nickel and iron core that's solid in the center of our Earth, it stopped spinning. And they say that it happens every 70 to 100 years. So every century, it stops. And now they say it will start going the other way. Right when we start getting those reports, all of a sudden we have these horrific, massive, devastating earthquakes. Is that a coincidence? Or are they tied? Who knows? Anyway, um, God be with those people, and I am a person of faith, and I am praying nonstop uh, for their protection and for their strength, and that the world put their hands together and help both Syria and Turkey. So I don't even want to get into that, but human is human, and both places were hit by something that is completely beyond their control. Is a natural disaster, and we need to send all of our help, those who can help and those who have the ability and the resource to send it. Those government leaders need to send the help to Syria as well as they're sending to Turkey. These people need our help right now, God willing and Godspeed.